everyone, welcome to class today. With me is my lovely and dear friend Shannon. If you've opened this video today, you are here to do a very beginner's level of Pilates. This is a really great video for you to get started with. It's going to show you the fundamentals of the movement. We're going to get through modifying all of our series of 5 and kind of working on just the basics of getting your pelvic floor engaged, working through your powerhouse, and giving you those modifications that you'll need to gently or to gradually progress in your Pilates practice. So really awesome spot to start with for today. So again, Shannon's with me. I've invited her to just kind of go through those basics with me and show you so you can use this to build on for your classes as well. So I'm going to have Shannon lay down for me right now. So she's going to move her hips a little bit closer to one edge of her mat so she can lay back and make sure that her head is supported. So you'll see I'm not really planning on being part of the class today. I'm really going to walk her through it and walk you through it so you can make sure that you have those really visual cues so you can feel your body responding to what you're asking it to do. Because that's really important in Pilates, that you're not just hearing the words, but you're actually feeling your body respond to those words and doing what it needs to do to support your structure in the right position. So Shannon's just going to rest back right now. I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. So find a really comfy spot on your mat. Make sure your head is supported. And then her knees are going to be bent right now just to relax her lower back. You can extend to the floor if you want, but with the knees bent, it just releases the lower back a little bit more and relaxes the hips and shoulders. So I'm going to have her close her eyes just for a moment. You go ahead and do the same thing, and really closing your eyes just helps to eliminate any external distractions so you can quiet your mind and allow yourself to just come into your room and relax a little bit. So all of the things that you had going on before this video or that you've got going on after, I want you to let it all go. Right now is the time for you. This class is going to be a little bit shorter today because I really want you to focus internally, really draw your center together and make sure that you have some time just for you today. So relaxing on your mat as though you are melting through it. I want you to feel really comfortable. What I'm going to ask you to do right now is just transition out of what we call your shallow breathing, which is that breathing that you kind of do daily without thinking about it. And you're going to move into diaphragmatic breathing. That's what we do in Pilates. We draw in through the nose, deep into the lungs, expanding them, and exhale long through your mouth. So letting all of that air out. So as you breathe, your rib cage is actually going to expand laterally, so from side to side, away from the midline of your body, and come right back in. Your diaphragm is a thin muscle that lays at the base of your lungs, and really to get to it, you have to breathe really deep, a labored breath, without allowing your shoulders to lift and lower. So relax and breathe. We're trying to oxygenate the blood and the brain and get everything ready for movement. And the number one thing to connect the mind and body is our breath. That'll become that rhythm that you connect with as you begin to create movement through your body. So Shannon's just breathing right here, nice, long, deep breaths in and out. It'll help to quiet the mind, draw your focus inward, and just relax. Inhale and exhale. One more nice deep breath in and out. No more thoughts of the outside world swirling around. Everything's focused on you. So I'm going to ask you to just gently open your eyes right now. Relax your face. Keep those shoulders released into your mat. And I want to start working through your powerhouse. So Joseph Pilates created this term powerhouse for our abdominals, our hips, and our back, all to come together to support us as we start to begin movement again. So first thing we're going to do is work on your abdominals right here. So think about your belly button being drawn gently to your spine as you pull in. So it's not really a tight contraction. It's more of an energy and awareness of your abdominals drawing in. And then you create like a little breezeway from one side of your lumbar spine all the way through to the other. So we're not arching the back. We're really imagining there's a little grape right underneath your lower back, and we're holding that grape there, but we're not crushing it. So it's nice and firm, but it's staying there, and there's still that little breezeway for air to make its way one side to the other. And then as you feel that happening, supporting the abdominals there, we're gonna go a little bit deeper into your pelvic floor. So I want you to imagine that you have a full bladder and you're stuck on the freeway and you can't get off and you've gotta hold it in. That's your pelvic floor engaging, your Kegel muscles, drawing in and up, pull in, and feel that support happening as well, a little bit deeper toward the pubic bone. And as you energize there, that contraction, that engagement will go into your buttocks. All 3 layers of your glutes engaging, maximus, medius, and minimus, drawing in and up, and then you'll kind of feel that energy traveling into your hamstrings and into your inner thighs as well. And we're just gonna breathe as you feel that all coming together. So if your legs are extended like I told you was perfectly fine, do me a favor and meet up with Shannon right here in this bent knee position. And then I want your arms right by your sides. And I'm gonna have you keep those arms there. Take a deep breath in and lift those arms up as if your fingertips were touching the ceiling. And then exhale as they come down to line up with your ears. There you go. And then she's gonna inhale and lift up. Exhale as those arms come right down by your side. Good. We're gonna do that one more time. So I'm gonna move with her. Inhale, lift. Exhale as the arms line up with your ears. And then right back up. Inhale, lift, and right back down. We're just kind of allowing ourselves to create movement right now and connect it to our breath, so it kind of gives us that guiding factor as we begin to get a little bit more intense with the movements. So right now, I'm gonna have Shannon do 1 or 2 roll up, roll down. So I want you to come with us, okay? So her knees are gonna stay bent. This is the modified position, and that's what we're really gonna do today, is really focus on the modifications for all the different positions. So with her knees bent, she's looking for the very tips of her hip bones. So when you're laying down, you can find those a little bit easier. So you find those hip bones to the center of the kneecap, and then down to that second toe that's closest to your big toe. So I'm gonna have her walk her feet in just a little bit closer. There we go. Because you know what, sometimes when I say hip width, we think about the outside of our hips where we try our jeans on, and when we're in Pilates, we think about our structure, not just the outside of the body. So we're looking for the structure of the hip bone to the center of the kneecap, all the way down to that second toe, and she's in perfect alignment right now. So I'm gonna have her stay here. We're gonna go through a couple roll up, roll downs. Now I'm gonna have her modify first, and then she's got some nice strong abdominal muscles. She's gonna make it all the way up, but I want her to show a crunch first so that you know that you don't have to come all the way off the mat. This is a really, really good starting position for you. So Shannon, go ahead and bring those arms and line them up with your ears. And all I want you to do is take a nice deep breath in and go into a crunch, coming into the rib cage. Exhale, and then right back down you go. Good. So that's really all you have to do. Inhale, lift, go into that crunch, and right back down. Good. Let's do 2 more. And crunch. So just come along with us. Let's stay in this modification together and right back down. This time I want you to try and get your shoulders a little bit higher for me. See if you can't get those shoulder blades off your mat. Beautiful. And right back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay, so now I'm gonna have Shannon go a little bit more advanced for me. Her knees are gonna stay bent. One of the things I want you to think about is, while this is our modification with the bent knees, if Shannon brings her heels closer to her bottom, it's going to create a more advanced position. So I need you to have a lot of space between your hip bones and the heels. If you bring your legs all the way to the floor, again, way more advanced. So she's got a nice angle of the knee, it's relaxed. So right now I'm gonna have her line her arms up with her ears, pull them just off of the floor, take a nice deep breath in, lead with those arms, bring them up, and as you exhale, start to roll all the way up. Good. Now we wanna try all the way up and over, reach through those legs, there you go, and then right back down, 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. She's gonna go down. So as you stay right here, we're gonna do 1 more. Try and make sure those legs are your anchor. So right here, if you feel your legs are struggling a little bit to come off the floor and they're having a hard time anchoring you down, modify your position, okay? So take a nice deep breath in, lift those arms up. Exhale and lift, that's okay. We're all learning together, and then right back down. 1 vertebrae at a time, she's gonna go right back down to her mat as if it were a strand of pearls. 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way back into her mat. Good. Now take a nice deep breath in, lift those arms up, you guys, and bring them right down by your sides. Relax those shoulders. Keep your powerhouse strong. Shannon's gonna come into tabletop position for me. So knees stacked right over the hips. Good, shins parallel to the floor. So what I want you to think about, you guys, is that I put a penny right between your knees, and you're gonna use your inner thighs. Those are your adductors. You're gonna use those inner thighs to hold that penny there. Don't let it drop. Keeping the legs bent right here. Hold, point your toes for me. Nice, strong legs. Smile, Shannon. Look happy to be here. All right, so arms are gonna go right by your sides, and then I want you to lift those arms just above your mat right here. Point your fingers, reach through those fingertips, relax the shoulders, and then arms are gonna be right by your sides. Now Shannon's upper body is at rest. This is where I want you to start. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders and look towards your belly button. Upper body is always optional, you guys, always. So if the neck begins to fatigue and you start compromising your form, I want you to rest your head and neck right back down to the mat. So Shannon's arms are going to be right by her sides. She's getting ready for her 100, which is one of the first portion of the first part, I should say, of our series of 5. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to pulse the arms right here, like you're tapping a little puddle of water out to the side of you, and you just want to skim the surface. So it's a nice, strong movement from your shoulders. Breathe. Now keep that penny between your knees. Use those inner thighs. This will really get the abdominal muscles. Keep them strong. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. So I'm just gonna let Shannon do whatever she wants with her upper body. If she wants to engage it, fabulous. If she's feeling energy there and she wants to activate, great. If not, she can always settle back. I'm gonna kind of leave that up to her. But I want these legs to stay in tabletop, modifying the position. Keep breathing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. One more breath I'm gonna have her go through right here. Normally we take it through 100 repetitions, but we're gonna kind of cut it short a little bit today. Now hold and breathe right here. Keep those arms steady, hold, and give the knees a big hug right here. So draw your knees into your chest, there you go. Breathe, inhale through the nose and exhale. And you know what? Shannon's got her eyes closed right now, and I love that because when you close your eyes, you kind of allow yourself to just really be drawn inward. And like I said before, eliminate those external distractions, and that's what we need. In Pilates, the centering and the flexibility components are just as important as the strength. So remember that as you go through your practice and through your classes. Okay, we're gonna go right back into table position with her legs, pointing her toes again, penny right back between her knees. Her upper body's gonna stay at rest for this one. Arms right by her sides, hover just above your mat with those arms. Point your fingertips, double leg, double arm stretch, Shannon. So we're gonna take a nice deep breath in and reach away from the belly button. Stretch those legs out. As you exhale, pull right back in. Good, nice one. Again, upper body can engage, or she can stay right back to the mat where she's staying right now. Remember, as you lengthen away, it's very important your back stays in that neutral position. So no, you're not allowing it to arch up, you're staying neutral there. Good, we're gonna do 2 more. So in Pilates, we really focus on the quality of our movement, not how many we can get through. So staying with our breath, deep breath in, exhale and come right back. I'm gonna challenge her, keep those arms down. I'm gonna challenge you guys right now. Bring it back together, right back into tabletop, and hold. Good, stay right here. Rest your upper body back, arms by your sides. How's your belly feeling? Tight. It's working. All right, legs are gonna stay in tabletop. So like I said before, Shannon's fairly new to Pilates too, so she's kind of going through this with you. All right, so bring those knees together, breathe. Now, I'm gonna have her hold here for a moment. I know it's challenging, you guys. Sometimes, as you progress in your practice, this will become a recovery, but right now it doesn't feel like it. All right, I'm gonna have her hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring those feet all the way down. Good, as soon as your feet touch your mat, you guys, open to the edges of your mat. We call this stride position, so all the way out to the edges. And then we're gonna windshield wiper the legs. So arms out to cross for me, there you go. And then just drop those knees side to side, whichever side you wanna start on. Inhale as the knees fall. And exhale as you come through and off to the other side. Good. And just use your breath to guide the movement. Allow as the knees drop, Off to the other side, press that hip toward the ceiling. Feel that stretch right through those hip flexors, and then off to the other side. We're gonna do one more on either side, you guys. Remember, the flexibility component is really important. It keeps us safe from all those more advanced movements and from hurting ourselves. So off to one side, one more time. Windshield wiper, both sides, press that hip, and then come on back to center, and then off to the other side. There you go. And back again. Good job. Okay, if you've allowed your powerhouse to relax, remember your abdominals, your pelvic floor, your buttocks, I want you to bring it all back together as if they're gripping a little bit deeper toward their bones. Feel your body responding. Don't just hear me say the words. I want you to respond to it. Legs back into tabletop for me, okay? Penny back between the knees. Bring those arms by your sides. Hold and breathe. So I'm going to move her knees right over the hips. Point those toes for me. Good. I know the inner thighs can be a weak muscle group, so even though you desperately want to hold that pity there, they will get tired. They will fatigue, I promise. Shannon says, yes, ma'am, they will. Yes, they will. So hold and breathe and just stay right there. Okay, single bent leg stretch for me right here. What I'm going to have Shannon do is the complete modified version, and I'd like you to follow along with that. So left knee into the chest. Right leg reaches out to the wall in front of you. Her left hand's gonna grab her knee, or excuse me, her ankle. Her left hand's gonna grab her ankle and her right hand's gonna grab her knee. So right there, perfect, just close enough so that knee's going right back into her body. And then alternate sides right here. So switch to the other side. We're gonna do 2 sets of 10 on this one. So I want you to relax, breathe through it. Don't hold your breath, no tomato faces. So upper body's optional. Hold right here and breathe. I'm gonna give you a 2-10 count. Stay with me as you move. You can rest whenever you need to. Here we go, switch. 1 and 2, good. 3, 4, keep breathing. 5, reach through those toes, control the movement. 7, good. 8, nice and slow. 9, 10, one more set. Press 1, reach through your toes, you guys. 2, keep going for me. 3, keep going. And 4, 5, almost there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it there, give your knees a big hug right here. Rest your upper body back, you guys. And this is a good one. Shannon stuck her hands between her hamstrings and her calves. If getting up to your shins is a little tough for you right now, this is a good spot too. And it's a lot easier on your knees as well. So just pull it in, good. So I'm gonna have you open your legs just a little bit, hold those thighs again. Put your hands right back on your thighs, there you go. And then just circle your feet around, rotating from your ankles. So just roll those feet around a little bit. Breathe and reverse the direction. Good, reverse the direction of your ankle circles. Nice work. And then just go ahead and relax them. So go ahead and bring your feet all the way back down to your mat. Okay, we're gonna go through a few stages of our crisscross obliques. This one's a little more advanced. It's actually one of the most effective abdominal exercises you can do, which is our crisscross obliques, where we bicycle pedal the legs and twist the upper body to come together. You get rectus abdominis, and then you get internal and external oblique activation on this one. So I'm gonna give you the different positions. Shannon and I have gone through this, so I'm gonna let her determine where she wants to go. We'll eventually do 2 sets of 10. So right now, your first modification is to keep your feet down so you find those hip bones, center of the kneecap to that second toe line, everything up. Use your inner thighs to keep your knees from flaring. And then spider fingers. So nice wide fingers are gonna go right behind her ears. There you go. And then she's gonna lift her upper body, looking toward her belly button. I'm just showing the modification right now. So she's gonna twist upper and lower. There you go. Upper body and then other side. This is your first stage. Right here, just twist, getting those shoulder blades up. And twist, good. And down. Her next stage is to engage her legs into tabletop position. So go ahead and do that. Let's show it. Hold right there. And then same thing, legs will stay here, no movement, but the upper body will twist. And breathe, picking up those shoulders as best she can. Good. And then her last set, or her last option, is the most advanced, and that's to create that bicycle pedal, that big controlled backward bicycle pedal with her legs. So her knee is guided toward her shoulder as she crosses the midline of her body, keeping her back at rest. So there's no movement across the hips. Everything's kind of in a wet thing of cement, and she stuck her hips in there and they're cemented down. So I'm gonna have her show that one as well. So go ahead and alternate those legs. Good. So no rocking across the lower back. She's really quiet there. And she's just twisting. So go ahead and come back to center. Bring your legs down for me. Good. So I want you to decide where you want to be. We're going to do 2 sets of 10. Where do you think you want to be, Shannon?
At work. We'll go ahead and do the advanced.
Okay, so we're going to do a little more advanced with this one. 2 sets of 10, but I want you to listen to your body. So if you're feeling like you want to do one of the more modified ones today, I encourage you to do that. Respond accordingly. So legs are going to go into tabletop for Shannon, and she's going to bicycle pedal. Come with us if you're feeling like you really want to try it today. So let's go ahead and draw that left knee into your chest. Right leg reaches out. Hold. And switch. Hold. Breathe. 2 sets of 10. Here we go. 1, 2. Beautiful. Keep those hips steady. 3, 4. Good. Feeling that work through the belly. 5, 6, 7. I like it. 8. Keep breathing. 9, 10. One more set. You can do it. Breathe. 2, 3. No holding your breath. Really important you flush that lactic acid through. What number are we on, Shan? Here's 7. I lost count. 8, 9. Last one right here. Good. Bring those legs in tabletop. Rest back. Legs right here. We're going to hold tabletop. You got it. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring those feet all the way down. Good job. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. So there you go. Drop those knees out to the side. Relax your arms. There we go. This is called reclining butterfly. So it's just going to release her inner thighs a little bit. Release those legs. And she's going to take a nice stretch. Go ahead and join her on this stretch. Now this is a full recovery. So you can release your powerhouse. But once we start to move again, I'm going to remind you to bring it all back together, okay? So we never move without the powerhouse creating that nice support of the hips, the back, those shoulders, everything's engaged. So we keep a really, really safe environment for our body as we go through those more advanced poses. Okay, so use your inner thighs and pull those knees back together right here. Good. So right now we have one last movement to go through to complete our series of 5. This one's a little more challenging, so for those of you who want support to your lower back, I want you to create a little diamond with your hands, and I want you to tuck that diamond right underneath your lower back. The legs are going to come into tabletop position, powerhouse strong, so feel everything engaging, that pelvic floor drawing in and up like an elevator from your tailbone all the way up to settle behind your belly button. And the abdominals engage, creating support through the hips and the back. All right, inner thighs active. Now, I'm going to have Shannon keep her upper body at rest, arms right by her sides. And then right now, all I want her to do is keep her left knee where it is. Her right foot's going to come down to the floor. I want you to follow her right here. And then take a nice deep breath in. As you guys exhale, extend that leg out and pull it right back in. Good. And press. And right back in. Nice. 2 more. Stretch, inhale. Exhale, pull using that hip flexor in your quadriceps. And push. And right back in. Go ahead and bring that foot to the ground. Let's switch sides. All right, tabletop with the left. Or excuse me, with the right. Point the toes. And take a deep breath in, stretch out. Exhale, come right back in. We're going to do 3 more. And stretch, lengthen, reach through those toes. Feel those muscles gripping their bones. Muscle fiber activation is huge in Pilates. We don't want to just go through the movements. We really, really, really want to feel those muscles working. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull right back in. And bring both feet to the ground right here. Good job, you guys. Now, Powerhouse strong, everything engaged. Let's draw those legs into tabletop position, knees right over the hips. All right, if you want those hands under your hips and you haven't done it just yet, go ahead and tuck them under. Shan, if you want them there, you can. Otherwise, they can stay by your sides. Legs straight up to the ceiling for me. Now, this is probably the most advanced we're gonna get today on this, on our backs in this supine position right here. So I'm gonna move a little bit. Here we go. So reaching through the toes, I'm gonna have Shannon pull her belly in really, really tight, imagining a seat belt across her hips. And I want her to pull that seat belt tight so her lower back is strong, but at rest. Take a deep breath in, Shan, and start to lower your legs. Find my hand, and exhale, lift up. Good. We're gonna do 2 more, just like that. Inhale, lower, find my hand. Exhale and lift. Good. 1 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Give those knees a big hug right here. Good job. So we're gonna do that again, and we're gonna do a different version of it. So relax those shoulders, everything drawn in and up, arms right by your sides, legs in tabletop. Now, I'm gonna kind of guide her this first one. What I'm gonna have you guys do is keep that penny between your knees. I know it's hard, point your toes, but this time as we inhale, she's gonna reach straight out. And as she exhales, she's gonna pull right back in. So just a different version. We're just giving options right here. So the first one we did, we alternated the legs. Option for you, legs up, down and up, option. And then this is option number 3 right here. All right, knees together, belly strong, lower back stays at rest. You guys take a deep breath in, reach those legs out. As you exhale, pull right back in, knees right over the hips. Good, I'm gonna let you go on your own on this one. Inhale out. And exhale in. You can lift your upper body whenever you want. Inhale out. Exhale in. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale out. Exhale in. Last one, you guys. And in. Hold it right there. Good. And bring those feet right back down to the mat. Good job. All right, you guys, we're going to bring it up and do some, so Shannon's in supine position right now. I mentioned that before. So if it helps you to remember, it's like a cup of soup and your belly up, and you've kind of got that position where you're facing up toward the ceiling. I'm gonna have Shannon roll off to the side, and you guys are gonna lift up. So off to the side and up. How you feeling, Shan?
It's gonna work out.
Come back onto your mat for me. All right, there we go. So have a seat on your mat. There you go, have a seat. And then she's gonna stretch out. So I'm gonna stretch with her a little bit here. So I'm gonna go this way. All right, so legs right out in front, you guys. Point your toes, fingertips out to the sides, relax those shoulders. Move over, give us some space. Take a nice deep breath in, lift those arms up. Exhale, forward fold right over your legs. Tuck your chin to your chest. Press the back of your knees toward the floor and give yourself a nice deep stretch. So by now you're warm. Don't worry about whether you can get all the way to your feet. What I really want you to do is just feel that stretch to your hamstrings and to the back a little bit. Reach towards your feet, just climb down your legs. Scoop out your belly and start to roll yourself up. Nice and easy, articulating your spine. Shoulders gonna come up to the ears. Back and down. All right, I'm gonna have Shannon go onto all fours. I want you to meet us there. So her legs are gonna swing around and she's gonna be on all fours right here. So working our abdominals and our back without putting too much pressure on the arms and the legs. But this is definitely gonna work you. So right here, Shan, go ahead and relax your feet. I wanna show you child's pose, because if you get tired, I want you to drop your hips right back over your heels and then let your arms rest in front and drop your head and neck right through your arms. This is where I want you to go if you get tired, where we're going right now, because we're going into bird dog pose, and then we're gonna move the legs a little bit, so it can be a little challenging. Okay, come on back into your table position. Okay, so when we're here, you guys, the hands are right under the shoulders, so I'm gonna have her walk her hands back just a little bit. There we go. Shoulders stack right over the elbows, elbows over the wrists, and then we have those inner creases of our elbows. You wanna turn those in toward each other. There you go, because it neutralizes the shoulder. So that's what we're looking for, the position of a nice neutral shoulder. all of your fingertips, including your thumbs, pointing straight ahead, and it'll help to distribute the body weight a little more evenly across your hands. And then she's really good right now. Her knees are right underneath her hips, and we're looking for nice clean lines, lifting the belly. Now we all have different structures through our spine, and our curvature is very subjective to each one of us. So what might look a little bit more of a flat back to you may look a little bit more of a deeper curvature to Shannon. So she's got a nice flexion, or flexion through her lower back right here. So belly drawn in and up, squeeze into the buttocks. I'm gonna have her flatten out a little bit more. So you saw her lift. She did a great job of responding to that. And then squeezing into her buttocks. There you go. So right now, we're gonna move into bird dog pose. Her left leg is going to reach out behind her. So go ahead and reach that left leg straight out, Shan. There you go. And then once she's got that, I'm gonna turn her hip bone pointing straight down, and then her right arm's gonna go out as well into bird dog pose. Your eyes are focusing right out beyond that front edge of your mat, and the belly is lifted. Squeeze into the buttocks, breathe. So this one, you have two options. Either keep your eyes open so you don't wobble over, find something to focus on, or if you need more of a challenge, close your eyes, because your eyes really, really connect with your ability to stabilize and your equilibrium. So if you close your eyes, you'll find the challenge increase for sure. Hold and breathe. Don't hold your breath. Lactic acid needs oxygen to bind to flush out. So as you feel that burn building, that working muscle burn, you need to breathe. Otherwise, it's going to build and build on you. Okay, I'm going to have you bring your arm down. Keep that leg lifted. Flex your foot like you're pushing through your heel. Bend your knee. And then we're going to push up to the ceiling for 1 set of 10. Push up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Point your toes. Bring that knee right back down underneath you and drop your hips right back to child's pose. Good. Nice, smooth transitions. So when Joseph Pilates started doing Pilates and it got adopted by the dancing world, it really created more of a flow to the movement. So that's really what we're looking for, is nice, fluid transitions from one pose to the next. We don't want to be up and down and around. We want to kind of transition from our supine to our prone position and move from there. All right, here we go. Right back up. Take those deep breaths. If you've allowed your powerhouse to relax, I want you to bring it right back in. You saw Shannon, her rib cage I cannot speak right now. Her rib cage was drawn in and up, and she flattened out her back a little bit, which is really good. We're looking for that table. You don't generally always move in the right position, so you just move around a little bit. Find your position, find your form. All right, here we go. Right leg out behind. Keeping that hip bone down, so I'm going to turn her a little bit. Don't let it curl up. And then when you're ready, that left arm's going to go out and balance. Bird dog pose. Don't lift your head. Look right out beyond your mat. Breathe. Belly drawn in and up. Hold. You're looking to get that arm and leg as parallel to the floor as you can. That is your goal. If it needs to be a little bit lower, that's okay. But use your stabilizers, your shoulders, your abdominals, and your hips to balance you. You're doing awesome, you guys. Breathe. Relax your shoulders. Don't tense your face. Let all those muscles just work together to hold you. Now your arm's going to come down. Bring it back. Flex that foot. Bend your knee. We're going to push the ceiling away for 10 counts. Here we go. Push up 1, 2. Squeeze into the buttocks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up. Point your toes. Draw that knee under and your hips back into child's pose. Good. Nice work. Okay, we've got a little more work to do, you guys, because I want to get you through some of the other basics of Pilates before we round out this video. All right, so what I'm going to have Shannon do right now, I'm going to ask you to follow her, is go into a modified plank position. So her knees are going to stay down to the mat, and she's going to walk her hands out a little bit. So walk those hands forward, knees back a little bit. We're going to drop those hip bones toward the floor. So squeeze into your buttocks and press your hip bones to the floor. There we go. Hold and breathe. So I'm actually going to move Shannon's arms back a little bit because they're a little out in front of her. And then hips down. Very nice. Squeeze into the buttocks. a little bit higher for me. So we want a nice, strong, straight line from the tip of your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. So eyes are gonna look right out beyond your mat. Nice, long, straight line. From here to here, lift the belly. There we go, squeeze and hold. Push up and out of your arms, everyone. Breathe. Hold, hold, hold. Nice and strong. Now, I want you to take your elbows, slide them into your rib cage, and lead yourself chest down into your mat, all the way down. Little push-up position right here. Good. Arms are gonna go straight out in front. We're gonna go into swimming pose. We have to start in Superman to get us started there. So arms in front. You're gonna look straight down to your mat, so your nose is hovering just above your mat, just to maintain that nice, long, neutral position. Now, this one right here, I'm gonna cuddle up next to Shannon a little here. This one can be quite challenging on your lower back, so it's very important. I know I say it, make sure you respond accordingly to your body. This is an area where it's really, really important that you do that. When you lift into Superman float, you're engaging your upper body, you're picking your thighs up off the mat, and it creates an extension of the lower back. And we really want to make sure that if you feel, there's a difference between challenging your muscles and creating pain. If you create pain, your body's telling you something's wrong. Challenging them and a little bit of discomfort is okay. We kind of want that muscle stress, that good muscle stress, but we never want to create pain. So what we're going to have you do right now is keep your upper body at rest, looking straight down to your mat. I'm gonna have you just engage your legs. So point your toes, and your legs can be hip width, they can be a little bit closer together, they can be out to the edges of your mat, it really doesn't matter. But I want you to lift just your legs all by themselves. Squeeze deep into the buttocks, and take as much of your thigh off of the mat as you can. Right above your knee, good, breathe. Squeeze into the glutes now. Keep everything strong here, don't let it go, but bring your legs back to the mat. Good. Now hold. Upper body's gonna go with the legs this time. The chest is gonna lift, and Shannon's gonna look out just beyond her mat as the upper and lower body start to move together. So belly pulled in and up, squeeze into your buttocks, and lift. Beautiful, look at this, gorgeous. She's gonna start to flutter kick. You're gonna come with her, okay? 3 sets of 10. Relax those shoulders, reaching through the toes and the fingertips. Let's flutter kick like we're swimming through the water. There you go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 more sets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right into those glutes, you guys. Keep going. 1 more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Now rest all the way down. Make a pillow. So we're going to have one arm on top of the other. So put one arm down, the other on top. You got it. Forehead down. There we go. We're going to maintain neutral spine, you guys. So when we rest, yeah, you can turn your head from one side to the other, but when we're still working, forehead down. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have Shannon keep her upper body at rest, and I'm going to have you guys engage just your lower body. We're going to work on some heel taps. So nice and strong, listen to your back, respond accordingly. Lift your belly toward your spine, squeeze into your buttocks, lift your pelvic floor, shoulders relaxing, legs are gonna lift. Whenever she's ready, up they go. There you go. Now, flex your feet. There you go, press through the heels, turn your heels in toward each other. And we're gonna turn in, and we're gonna do little heel taps, you guys, little heel taps right here. 3 sets of 10, here we go. Tap 1, make sure your heels touch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now hold your heels together. This is going to burn, you guys. Hold them together. Point your toes. How do those inner thighs feel, Shannon? For 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Shake them out a little bit. There, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Get that little jiggle going. That's what I'm talking about. Shake them out a little bit. Breathe, catch your breath. In Pilates, we have a lot to think about. So I want you to make sure that when you do have these moments of complete recovery, you come back to your breath. You transition, because when we're working hard, we tend to start focusing our breath through our mouth because it allows a little bit more oxygen to get there. But I want you to come back, control your breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just let us kind of flush out that oxygen depleted blood, get it back to the heart and to the lungs, and oxygen rich, and right back in and out to those working legs and arms and abdominals and all that good stuff. All right, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have Shannon carefully lift her head and pull her arms out. So her thumbs are gonna come right outside of her chest. So hands right outside of your chest, there you go. We're gonna go into plank here. So I'm actually gonna let you guys go into whatever plank you want. You saw modified on the knees. If Shannon wants to go onto her toes into full plank, I'm gonna let her do it. If she's feeling more like the modified is for her, that's what I want her to do. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to think about what's gonna work best for you, and I want you to go with it. Okay, so before we do anything, I want you to give me a big roll of your shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push into your plank, knees or toes. Up you go. There, very nice. So she definitely took the more advanced position, and she's showing you a very nice visual of it. So I'm gonna bring her hips down just a little bit. And so what I'm looking for right here is that her hips aren't above her shoulders, but that she's also not creating that sway through the lower back. Her belly's pulled in, buttocks are squeezing, and her head is so her eyes can focus right down her mat. Don't drop your head down. Your neck has a lot of weak muscles in it, and your head's one of the heaviest parts of your body. So your head's gonna wanna drop as you begin to fatigue. Breathe, hold. If you're already on your knees, stay there. If you're lifted right here in this more advanced position, drop your knees back to the mat. Hips right back over the heels, drop back into child's pose. We're gonna do a little series right here to kind of round out our time. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, move back into your plank. Everyone stay on your knees for me for this one. So drop those hips right back down. Modified plank. We're gonna do a push-up, plank, child's pose series. So right here, everything's lined up. Bring those hands in just a little bit for me. There you go. Reach to the crown of your head. Drop those hips a bit. Look right out beyond your mat. We're gonna do a push-up. I want you to find the range of motion that works best for you. This is a Pilates push-up, not a military push-up. So the elbows draw into the rib cage. They don't push out like wings, okay? So take a deep breath in, start to lower down. As you exhale, push up. So whatever range of motion works best for you, hold your plank, and then right back into child's pose. So I'm gonna let Shannon and you guys go through that series as I kind of talk you through it. Whenever you're ready, take a nice deep breath in, lift back into your plank, hold your plank. Don't compromise your form on the push-up. Your glutes stay strong, belly lifted. Lead with your chest as your elbows go into your rib cage and push up. You don't have to go all the way down, you guys. You can do 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. It's really up to you. So start moving fluidly through that series. You can stay in your child's pose for as long as you like. You can stay in your plank for as long as you like. Good. Breathe. And then drop back. Just remember, your form comes first. We never allow our ego to guide our movements. Breathe, reach to the crown of your head, elbows in, good. Push up. And Shannon's actually doing a really good modification. You can actually go all the way to the mat, drop down, kind of catch your breath, and then push back up. This isn't boot camp, so as long as your form is good and your structure is being supported, then you're okay, then I'm happy with it. And back. It's all about finding really solid, safe modifications that will help you progress to where you eventually want to be. Good. Belly strong, drop right back. We're gonna do one more, you guys, so whenever you're ready, last one. Keep it nice and strong on that lift. That's the hardest part, I think, is the lift from the ground up. Lift, good, and push back. Stay right here in child's pose. Breathe. And come all the way up, you guys. Good job. Go ahead and have a seat on your mat. So I'm gonna have us face you. So go ahead and turn for me, Shan. All right, and we're gonna be right here with you. So legs out in front. We're gonna do one more forward fold stretch with you. Fingertips out to the sides, relax those shoulders. All right, take a nice deep breath in, lift those arms up. As you exhale, forward fold right over those legs. Reach. And slowly roll yourself up. As you lift, stack the spine. shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Now stay tall right here. One last little bit of strength work for you, okay? Fingertips behind. There we go. Support the upper body. So you're upright, so don't lean back. There you go. Shoulders right over the hips. Point your toes for me. Here we go for the quadriceps. Right leg up. Hold and breathe. Let's pulse up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it up. Point, I know, and flex. Point and flex for 4, 3, 2, hold it, breathe, and down. Forward fold right over. One more time, you guys. Drop your head, relax those shoulders. Each exhale, get a little bit deeper into your stretch. Don't let the knees pop up. And then roll it up, tuck in the rib cage, roll yourself up. Shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Now for those of you at home, I should have said this on the other leg, but I didn't, so I might as well say it now. If you want to move yourself up against a wall so you can't lean back, that's a really, really good tool to use that we all pretty much have at home, a wall. So you can sit up against it. Make sure that you don't lean back because you're trying to keep your shoulders right over your hips. Hands can come behind if you don't have that option. Maybe you're outside or something. And then left leg's going to lift, so keep those shoulders stacked, back and down, left leg up. Breathe. I know, huh? Let's pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up. Point and flex. Point and flex. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold it. And bring it down. Forward fold right over those legs. Drop your head. Good job, you guys. All right, I'm going to have you roll up nice and easy. And then shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Right leg's going to go out to the side, left knee's going to bend right here. And then all I want you to do is turn your chest toward that extended leg and let yourself roll over a little bit. This kind of gets your inner thigh a little more into it. Isolates that right leg from the left. Yeah. Drop it down. Take some nice deep breaths, you guys. That exhale will get you a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then we're going to scoop out the belly, roll it up nice and easy. Stay where you are with your legs. Turn toward that bent knee. Right hand on the knee, left hand's going to come around and give you a nice twist. Stay tall. Shoulders relaxing, opening your chest, and then your chin will go around as well to get your neck into the stretch. And slowly let it go, keeping the vertebrae stacked, and we're going to switch sides right here. You're almost done. Give me another minute, you guys. Switch those legs. Left leg out to the side, right knee in, and I want you to turn your chest toward that left leg and then drop yourself all the way down. Drop your head. Breathe. Reach toward that foot, back of the knee into the floor. And slowly start to lift. We're going to turn toward that bent knee again. So left hand on your knee, right hand, let me give you somewhere to go. There we go. And right hand kind of works its way behind you. Chest is open, shoulders stacked right over those hips. Don't let your weight sink into your hips. We want to stay up and out of them. On your next exhale, get a little bit deeper into your stretch. And slowly release to center. Now from here, I want you to find a really comfortable seated position. So you can stay here, you can straddle those legs. Shannon, I'm gonna let Shannon pick where she wants to go. I kind of always lean toward that crisscross position. Fingertips are gonna come right out in front of your legs right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and just walk those arms out. So walk them out, drop your head, let your upper body fall right through your arms. And as your fingertips touch down, don't just hang out down there. I want you to work them out a little bit farther. Keep your sits bones to the mat and just drop your head all the way down, feeling it into your hips and your lower back.
Take those nice, deep diaphragmatic breaths in and out. We're gonna start to walk the hands back, cup those kneecaps and press away. We're gonna do it one more time because we have to switch out those legs, you guys. So let's put our leg behind in front. So switch them out. We tend to use, have a side we gravitate towards, so we gotta make sure we balance out right and left. Okay, fingertips out in front. Here we go, whenever you're ready, start to walk them out and just give yourself a nice little stretch down the back and into the hips. Let your head hang down. Breathe. One more breath right here. A little bit deeper. Now this time as we start to walk up, I really want you to scoop out your belly, tuck in your rib cage, and articulate your spine as you stack the vertebrae. Right back, one on top of the next, and shoulders come up to the ears, back and down, fingertips out to the sides. Take a deep breath in, lift up. Arms up. There we go. Shannon's coming with me now. And exhale, open wide. Again, deep breath in, inhale, lift. Exhale and open. One more time. Deep breath in, lift up. Exhale, open as your fingertips touch your mat, shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Bring your hands to your knees, turn your palms to face up. Relax those shoulders. So I want your elbows to be soft and really, really comfortable right here. Keep your abdominals strong. Don't let your weight drop into your hips. Sit proud, you guys. Work those shoulder blades back and down. Eyelids softly closed just for a moment. Breathe. On your next exhale, let your chin drop to your chest, and we're gonna roll those ears side to side like a pendulum across the chest and across from shoulder to shoulder. Good. Just one more time, side to side. As your chin makes its way through center this next time, let your head hang down. Take a nice deep breath in, lift through the crown of your head, sit tall, drive deep into the buttocks and the pelvic floor. Exhale long as you sit through your neutral spine, abdominals engaged, a lot of energy through your powerhouse, so you're sitting proud, chest open, shoulder blades tucked into your imaginary jean pockets. Wiggle your toes and your fingertips, everyone. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to open your eyes. And thank you for joining us today. Have a great day, you guys. Bye-bye.